Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call to order City of SeaTac regular council meeting for May 26, 2009. Please be advised that the SeaTac City Council meetings are recorded live and will air on CTV, the city's government access channel. Also, council will not be able to respond to your questions or comments at this time. However, staff will look into any questions or concerns you have and will get back to you. First on the sign-up sheet tonight is Mr. Rick Forsler.
Rick Forsler, 13529 Military Road South. Actually speaking for a group tonight, so I think there's more than 3 minutes, isn't there? First, I guess I should say that I'm speaking tonight as a citizen, not as the chair of the Planning Commission or Human Services Committee or any of those other organizations. But in fact, it was a group of citizens have asked me to read this statement. They would like to present the city with a gift. It will be a plaque for posting in the council chambers with the words from the Revised Code of Washington 4230-010. And this banner is a, why don't you bring it right up here. This banner is a mock-up of the wording and the size of the gift. The citizens will duplicate this banner as a plaque to any specifications the council decides is appropriate to match the decor of the council chambers. They only ask that it is large enough to read from a distance, that it has the same wording as shown, and that it be posted on the wall behind the public podium up here. The citizens have already secured donations to pay for this plaque without the need for any public funds. The text of the plaque would read as follows. The people of this state do not yield their sovereignty to the agencies which serve them. The people in delegating authority do not give their public servants the right to know, do not give their public servants the right to decide what is good for the people to know and what is not good for them to know. The people insist on remaining informed so that they may retain control over the instruments they have created. The remainder of this statement explains why the citizens feel they need this plaque. This RCW protects every citizen in Washington State, whether they are sitting out here in the audience or members of the staff or even members of City Council. If any of these people here tonight wish to show their support for posting the plaque, please feel free to quietly stand up. Our sovereign right to be informed has been violated by a recent act of drafting and approving a tree retention code amendment without public examination. The public was withheld from any knowledge of what was in this code before it was adopted. Furthermore, it appears the City Council itself did not even know what this code contained before they voted it into law. At the last meeting, Councilmember Terry Anderson asked for this amendment to go back to the Planning Commission for review, but no one acted upon her request. Councilmember Gene Fisher, who participated by telephone, was misinformed that everything he wanted was included in the amendment. This amendment was clearly rushed to approval without proper coordination and review. There has also been a repeating pattern of either resisting citizen input or disdain for their rights related to the following issues: attaching liens to private property without reasonable methods for appeal, creating a city monopoly over cell phone towers resulting in a substantial legal settlement against the city, holding sham stakeholder meetings to convince the City Council that legitimate discussions had taken place. Now that was during the early development periods of the subdivision code. Later on there were some good meetings held. Changing wetland designations without public notice to the persons most affected, failing to issue notices of decision to citizens who were officially identified as persons of record, affixing extreme tree covenants and mitigation requirements by administrative policy without knowledge or approval of the City Council, marginalizing feedback from the Planning Commission when their opinions differed from that of the staff, forbidding the public from taking notes when meeting with the city manager, denying the creation of a city ombudsman to advocate for the citizens, resisting disclosure under a Freedom of Information Act request, which revealed a less than fair market value for the use of Angle Lakes Park's entrance at the Residence Inn, issuing a determination of non-significance by fiat which jeopardized our city parks. This list could go on. There's lots of other examples. The point is the citizens of SeaTac who vote their leaders into office and pay the salaries of all the city staff are hereby offering this plaque as a gift to the city, but also as a strong reminder of the citizens' supremacy over the city. We are making it abundantly clear that we are not to be circumvented by the council, the staff, or any other entity or individual. This plaque reaffirms our sovereign rights guaranteed under the law. We ask the council to make and approve a motion this evening to accept this gift and assign a contact person for us to coordinate the necessary specifications to create and install this plaque. Thank you from the citizens of SeaTac.